And we are off and running. So really lovely to see everyone here. I'm Catherine Conaty, the Queensland rep, and I'm coming to you from Meanjin, and I'd like to acknowledge the Turrbal and Jagera people who are as the traditional custodians of the land. I'd like to pay respects to elders past, present, and acknowledge their enduring connection to the land and water and sky. And we would very happy to welcome Inge Gardner to our inaugural Artist Spotlight segment. Inge is a Sydney-based artist who has been working for many, many years in mosaic. And yeah, we're really lucky to have you with us tonight. So thank you. And welcome to everyone from around Australia. So what we'd like, the way we figured we would run this is we've got this PowerPoint slides presentation of Inge's work, and I'm going to launch that in a moment, and we'll just start chatting about things. You're welcome to jump in at any time and ask questions about anything. We can go back and forth between the slides and go from there. Okay, so with that, I will launch PowerPoint. Okay, can everyone see a PowerPoint now?
Yeah,
yep.
The first one.
Excellent. All right, so Inge, how about you tell us a bit about your mosaic journey and what inspired you to start out?
Yeah, I was always interested in arts and craft, and I think I did everything what came onto the market, like silk flowers, silk painting. I did everything. So when I came to Australia, we had this ugly window in the front door. And after 2 years, or no, but 5 years being in Sydney, I thought I really need to get rid of it. So I started with LED light. It took me about 2 years to feel confident enough to change my front door window, which looks like that now, because it was just ugly amber glass, and I hated it. And I hated it. But while I was doing LED light, everybody chucked the glass away, the stained glass. Everybody was just a big bucket there, and everybody chucked it in. I couldn't do that. So I was starting collecting glass, and I was starting making, but what am I going to do with all the leftovers? So I got my hands on the books from Christine Stewart.
Mm-hmm.
She's a Northern New South Wales glass artist, and she had these wonderful books about doing mosaics with stained glass. So I started doing mosaics, but my first mosaics were more or less stained glass pieces on background.
Okay.
So if you have a look at them, like I still use the stained glass patterns for the mosaic, as you can see, and then just cut it out. But like after a while, like I tried to get more fluent and not just use the patterns and using my own. So I think nearly all my friends have a house number or any other trinkets.
Yeah, I think everyone who starts in mosaics has a house number.
Yeah, house number, pots, trinkets. But as you can see, like look, but chook is 25 years old, and it's all mirrored glass. It's a Bunnings chook, a terracotta chook, and nothing has come off yet.
Wow.
So it's been out and yeah, or my house number is 25 years old and nothing has come on. So it's quite important to use the right glue and the right backing and grab things.
Absolutely. So right from the beginning, what glues were you using?
I always use prep glue from the beginning. The studio I worked with, stained glass, she had the prep glue. It's actually a Sydney-based company. Mm-hmm. And it's one of the best glues. I've been using it for 25 years. And when you do things and let it cure properly, you can actually put it in water and it doesn't come off.
Yeah, it is a fantastic glue.
And it doesn't go yellow. And I use it for every, like, it's not like I use Finset too, but for like if you need a glue, I never use Wellbond. Wellbond is not in my house because it's
So
just
back it
like
used to be called Prep Multi-Adhesive, and then
multi-adhesive.
they
Yeah,
changed it to Prep Multi-Use Adhesive.
oh, I don't know.
It's interesting because I
We
see
always
people
called it the yellow glue.
I see people around the world talking about what do you use for glass, whatever. And all these people say, oh, I use multi-prep, and which
Yeah.
is technically not the name, but the word prep is in there. But it's important to just if
It
you
has
don't,
changed the name a bit, but
yeah,
it's still the same yellow bottle.
yeah.
And it's still the same. So I have done a lot. And I must say, Christine Stewart was one of the ones who really started off with mosaics.
Yeah.
And when I found Flickr. Flickr it's a Yahoo site. And it's all you had all the people from all over the world connecting, and it was such a great sharing site because you saw other people in America using different things, and most of them were really, for the first 2 or 3 years, it was really a site where we exchanged and knowledge and things what we did and all that, and everybody was quite happy to give the knowledge, and we had groups. I've got stuff here from all over the world, like we did exchange with little bits and pieces. So everybody made a piece and we sent it on to somebody else.
That's so lovely.
And yeah, that was one of the things where we started. And that's when I also found tempered glass. I never knew about tempered glass, but it was all from overseas, from that site. So I went to, and the first one in Australia who did tempered glass was actually Kim Grant, because she was a friend of one of the American artists.
Okay, yeah.
And I went and did a course with her a long time ago. And then I came back and I have been playing around with tempered glass for 15 years now. And I have been teaching it. And I have been using it in different variations. Like we did a lot of workshops. The latest one I've been doing is the last one with Seascape.
Okay.
We do workshops, but we have done, like, to incorporate it. I have done pieces like with the lilies. The lilies is tempered glass, the rest is glass and fusions. Or with the sunflower, the background is tempered glass. So I'll use tempered glass. I like to mix it. I don't just want to use it in one piece. Like I like mixed media.
Yeah,
So
it's really interesting to see it as a focal point versus a background, and it's effective with both. And I like the way on the second piece you've got a lot of bling in that artwork as well. Yeah.
Actually, you know what? That was my first piece I sold.
Oh, congratulations.
I took it, and it went to Western Australia. Pam bought it. And she still got it. It was the first piece for the silent auction for my first symposium in South Australia.
Oh, wow. Lovely.
So it's quite a lot of bling underneath. You need a lot of strong colors underneath or it loses. And you need to have proper colors, which it's not really good for outside. It fades if you put it.
Where do you source your tempered glass from, Inge?
Pardon?
Where do you source your tempered glass from?
I found I go to like shower screens.
Yep.
And if people have a shower screen, I've collected them, and it's very important to clean them before you smash them. It's not very good if you have to clean them afterwards. It doesn't work. And we had actually, and my other big find was Mia Kokoris. She had a studio for Mosaic Studio. And when I started also with tempered glass, I found Mia, and she was like, we just connected. And I did a lot of teaching in her studio too, and we always worked together. And she was the New South Wales rep for ages, and she talked me into being the Man's New South Wales exhibition coordinator. I was there for 7 years or so, and national too for Sydney. But we have been on our journey together for a long time. And she's my sounding board, and she pushes me.
Yep.
when
It's
I need a push.
great to have mosaic buddies like that.
Yeah,
'cause,
I miss that. You know, since COVID, and Mia has gave up her studio, so it's really one thing I miss is the connection, talking to people and showing. And if you're stuck, to have somebody you can throw it out and say, what do you think? It's
yeah.
better now with internet.
Yeah. Well, I think Zooms are still relatively, I know we've had it since COVID started, but the way we use Zoom, I think, is changing a little bit as more and more people get used to it as well. Because I know a lot of people who just went, oh, I can't possibly use Zoom, but then they find that it is actually not that hard. I mean, it has its challenges, yes, but it's lovely that we all can connect this way. And here we are from around Australia, looking at your work. I'll just go on to the next slide, which shows a combo of materials. This one I love, Inge.
This one is my wave, and it's a combo of smalty, transparent smalty, and the background is actually tempered glass, and the wash is actually I broke all the tempered glass in tiny little pieces and stuck them on top. And it also has the wave has, it's a 3D. It has a what did I use? Styrofoam underneath to make it 3D.
Cool. And can you just tell us a little bit about transparent smalty? Because I'm not really when you say that.
Sony, all of it's Italian transparent smalty. Donna has transparent smalty, and Osoni has. Donna has a huge range, but Osoni just has a smaller range. You get
so is it like transparent glass?
Yeah, but thick. The same
thick coloured glass. Yep. So it's different to the tempered glass. You put the colour underneath on the substrate.
Yeah. No, this one has the colours in, and with some of have gold in it too, a bit of a gold going through gold veins, what you can see.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful. It's just got so much energy and yeah.
Well, one thing I've noticed, like it's been hanging here, like I can't certain things I can't sell. So my husband had enough of mosaics. He wants something else now. But I used silicone for the little bits, and I'm actually have to remove it now and take the silicone off because it's gone yellow.
Oh no!
Even if it wasn't outside or whatever, but the silicone has gone yellow, so it's not that vibrant anymore.
How long ago did you make it?
About 12 years.
Right. Wow. Well, that's a lesson learned, isn't it? Like, I wonder, there's some products now like Pseudo Crystal Clear that is meant to be.
The T-Rex glue doesn't.
Yeah, that's the one. Either. That's the Pseudo T-Rex. Yeah. Just. I have one right here.
Yeah.
That one is meant to work. It's not meant to actually be a silicone. It's like a silicone properties, but it's a glue. Apparently,
I use that is really strong glue. I use it for my outside when I attach my glass to stakes for garden stakes. I use that glue. It's very strong. Okay.
Oh, that's good to know. All right, let's move along to the next one. So what we're going to see here in the next few slides, Inge just keeps on trying different things and different materials and styles. And it's just fascinating to see as your journey goes along. Would you like to talk about this one?
Yeah, Palm Sunday, or the bloody green thing. It ended up 5 times in the bin. If Mia wouldn't have told me I have to finish it, it went into the 30-30, and it was like some nature theme. Patterns of nature.
Patterns of nature, yeah, I remember that one.
Yes, and it took me so much. Like I never worked with stringers or and all that. So, and with the shading and all that. And yes, it really challenged me. It was a new thing for me. So I have but I do like challenges, so that's why I don't mind doing things like that and keep on.
Yeah.
So most of my pieces are challenges me, and when I know it, I get bored doing it again. So quite often I don't do it again.
Yeah. So you wouldn't say you have a body of work that has a theme to it. It's you
Nah.
keep on trying things. Yeah.
No,
It's
whatever.
interesting.
I'm quite interested. I know what, like, I really follow the mosaic world and see, and if I have things in my head what I want to do, and sometimes it takes me years to do them, but until I like to do new things, like I like to work out new things, how to work the. I went to courses to Caitlin to learn about andamento and everything, but then I found it's not me. I like the free flowing.
Okay.
I think it's really good to know all that. And I think it's important to know everything about what material to use, what glue to use, what background, how to work it all. And knowing andamento, like that piece, I had no idea, nothing. Like it was a long time before.
We'll be seeing the development in your andamento as we work through the slides, though. But it's interesting, like if you say it's not for you, but I think it's one of those things you learn the rules and then you break
You
them.
need to learn the rules and when you have them in the background. But I
Yeah,
don't
have
want
in the
to.
background.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and when you break the rules.
Yes, and you do your own thing. So this one's got a lovely calming energy.
This one is actually a picture. A friend of mine took a picture on Cronulla Beach, and I was playing with putting transparent smalty on top of it to get the colors and everything. So that was one of my trial pieces, how to work it.
It's lovely the way you've blended the colors in that. It's got a really.
But you also have a background. It's like that. See, it is a picture with the colors.
Yep.
Took that at the sunset, like it's like I haven't changed the picture behind, and I did use the colors, similar colors with the picture, but it comes through a bit.
Cool, that's lovely. All right. Now you're entering your Klimt era with this one.
Yes, I like Klimt. So I found a vase at the op shop. So it's quite a big one. This one was a challenge because when you use the prep glue, it's liquid. So you can't do a lot in one go. So you have to really hold it, like turn around. But it was good. I enjoyed it.
Wow. I imagine using prep and ball chain like that would have been
the ball chain is actually, and then with grout.
Okay.
But you need the grout to hold it too.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Sure.
It was before my Finset time. I didn't use a lot of Finset before. I used mostly prep. And when I started, I think, what's the next one? That's still prep. See, I still haven't found Finset.
Okay. Well, this is beautiful. It's lovely. It's sparkly. It's opulent.
Yes. This one I did too before Marion Shapiro had her workshops with underlighting. I did that with myself with toilet rolls, and I used rolls for using bandages. What's it called?
Like the plaster mesh?
Plaster mesh, yeah.
Oh, cool.
But it wasn't very sturdy, so it broke.
Oh,
so
no.
I had to fix it with metal mesh and stuff in the back. So because it wasn't strong enough. So it helps to have a workshop first. But by then it wasn't out. She wasn't teaching it how to use all that. So, but I learned my lesson to use metal mesh and stuff like that after that for heavy things.
That's interesting. She doesn't use metal mesh. She uses
you don't need it for that. But as I said, I had to fix it. I put a board in the back actually, and I filled the gaps so I could have the wave because it was just breaking.
Yeah.
No, it's
a shame that it broke. And I guess, but it's like anything, it's a lesson. And when you experiment, you're not always going to have, you're going to have successes and failures.
It broke before I actually put most of the glass on.
Oh, okay.
So I
All right,
fixed
well,
it
that's
before, like I could fix it.
Yeah, and the fringe, that's fabric, isn't it, on the edges?
Yeah, that's fabric. The fringe is fabric.
Oh, it's beautiful. Really, really lovely. Okay.
And it's, yeah. But still, I did another trip to Italy, to Orsoni, and spent a lot of money there. I did a course and money and thing, but yeah, but still the transparent glass from Italy, from Orsoni.
Yep.
I
And
wanted a momentum for what I've seen there.
Yeah. Sounds like you've done quite a few courses, Inge.
Oh yeah, I've done heaps of courses. I've done. I don't think I'm a best student. I don't think teachers like me that much because I'll keep on asking too many questions. I go into courses, I'll normally work out what I want to, what they do. And when I go in and when I can't keep my mouth shut and just question after. So
honestly, I think that's the best way to be. Just absorb.
no, I'll try to learn. I have done a lot of courses. I've done courses I wasn't happy with. I've done courses I was really pleased, and I think I learned now. I think I had really high expectations at the beginning with courses. I wanted to learn everything, you know.
Yeah.
You can't, and not everybody teaches you everything.
Yeah.
And not everybody shares everything. So I found it's good if you come back and you learned a little bit. You always come back with something.
Yeah.
But some courses you get more and some courses you get less. And then afterwards you have to decide if you want to keep on doing all that. See, my biggest thing is I don't want to do a piece afterwards what looks totally what the teacher taught.
Yeah, you want to put your own spin on it. And
I know.
That's the same for me. I don't want to make a replica.
I know. So it's tricky. So
yeah,
I've done a few courses. Like for example, key. But I did learn certain things what I can do from him, but I would never do a whole piece what looks like his.
Yeah. So Key we're referring to is, I never know how to pronounce his first name. Is it
Horiki?
Horiki from Japan. You will see as we keep going through the slides the influence in the work though from him. Who would you say is the best? What's the best course you've ever done, Inge? And I'll move on to the next slide.
One of my first course was with Martin Cheek. He came from South Australia to the symposium, and I had a big run-in with him because he just couldn't handle my questions. And we had a big, and when it took us 2 days to say, look, I stop asking and you be nice to me. So, but when I look at the second piece, he did teach me how with the background, with the flow. You know, I did the left one I did by myself. The one in the workshop is the right one. So with the birds and the butterflies and all that. But we did with the background, with the swirly and all that. But the rest was, I did a beautiful work. I did a great workshop with Wendy Edwards.
Wendy Edwards, yeah, okay.
With Wendy Edwards, she was really, you could, like, I know how difficult it is to make sculptures and all that. So we learned a lot. And I have done so many workshops. I wasn't that impressed with the workshop at Orsoni.
Oh, okay.
No, it didn't bring me anything. Like, she wasn't really, but she was out of the studio half the time doing other things, if that's the thing.
Yep. I mean, I would say if you can get an opportunity to take a workshop, it's even if you get something out of it, but it's all part of your mosaic journey. And
I know. I think I'm more selective now what I want to do. My last workshop, the one I really loved was with Mireille Swinnan.
Okay, yeah. And we'll see the outcome of the work.
And I loved it because I'm a bit too anal with mosaic. I think because come from lead light with straight lines and all that. So I really had to push myself to let loose a bit.
Yeah.
And
it's interesting what you said, being anal and which is a very common trait for lead lighters. I've
yeah,
been
that's the thing. So, and I think I still haven't got it. I went to a free day course with her, and I still haven't got it. I did a piece afterwards, and I love the piece, but it's still not painterly as much as I would like it to be painterly. But I need to work on it.
It's interesting though, a comment from Inge and I had a little chat a few days ago, and we were talking about her pieces and the cuts of the glass.
Oh yeah.
Hitting pieces, there were a few triangles in those very first pieces.
Yeah, the first piece is like when you do lead light, the background is always triangles.
Yep.
And most people who start with mosaic do triangles for background. It's just what you start off with.
Flip back to that for a second.
And
hang on.
No, next one.
You can see all the backgrounds here. You can see probably the house number was probably one of her earlier ones, and then the triangle got neater. But then you moved on from that, and you were talking about the cuts of Smalty.
Yeah. I'm not very, I don't like here. That's the A cut. As you can see, A cut is the small. And I must say, I don't like working with A cut anymore. I like to have bigger pieces, and I like to cut them in my shape, what I want.
Yeah.
And I've got a lot of A cut here, so I have to see what I'm going to do with that. That's A cut, like, yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's an A cut.
You're cutting into them there.
Yeah, I've got bigger pieces. You could get the B cut. The B cut was 5 by 5 centimeters.
Okay.
You can't get that anymore. They don't do it anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Now you have the bigger pieces from what you have to get, but you get different pieces now.
Yeah.
So that was my first piece with Mexican Smalty. And that was too before I did Andamento.
Okay.
Before I got stuck into, I went up to Caitlin and did my Andamento course.
Yeah, I think you've done pretty well though. I think about when I look at mosaics, the way your eyes travel across a piece, the way you read the mosaic. And to me, this has a really nice flow. You work your way down, you've got perspective.
And I use my hammer and chisel a lot.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, afterwards, if I don't like things.
Oh.
Yeah. We have a running joke for that with me and my hammer and chisel. If I don't like things, I'll get the chisel out.
Yeah, no, well.
It's tricky with the board quite often. I had to fix a few boards.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
What kind of boards are you using, by the way, with this? Is this like, have you moved to Weddy board, or like what kind of board is this?
Yeah. Okay. The firmer board now.
Firmer board. Yeah.
I use mostly firmer board for that. Yeah. Okay. My first pieces were all on heavy board.
Yeah. Sorry, was there any more to chat about this one, or should I move on? Sorry, I'm just presumptuously clicking away here. Well, I think it's lovely.
Yeah, I like it. I could have sold it. I didn't sell it. It's hanging in my house. This is one of my favorite pieces. I collected all the reef. It's called Reflect. It's all stuff from Mission Beach up in Queensland from my holiday once a long time ago. And it's an aerial view of and it's all big pieces of Smalty, which I faceted, like I cut the edges off. And the funny thing is it was in the New South Wales exhibition. And the guy who did the judging, he works with Smalty, but he works with A-cut and stuff. Like, he's not into things like that. So he was really disgusted that I smashed Smalty.
I'm outraged.
It took me ages, and it cut my fingers off and all that, because it was hard work to get all the edges off of the Smalty.
I think faceting Smalty is a really interesting process, because it allows the light to bounce around everywhere, and I think it's such an important part of it. I'm really, really drawn to this piece, by the way. I love the blend of colors and the materials and the clever use of opus vermiculatum around the edges here. It's just,
That's
it
beautiful.
defines it beautifully, but not but subtly as well. And so had you been learning about andamento at this stage?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you can see that.
Yes, yes.
It
By this
worked.
stage, I was up at the mountains. I didn't do it in the thing I did at home. But yeah, I quite see.
Yeah.
I like doing different things. So working out this, that's again was Sony glass.
Okay. Yep.
And I actually had to post out a lot of stuff for me to get the special greens I wanted and blues.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So me I've barely touched multi so far. But looking online to see colors and then having them arrive, like it's a guessing
It's
game.
different. Yeah, I know. I bought some back and I had some and it didn't work. And when they had actually a special area, like a different thing, and they didn't sell it normally. But I had a connection with a lady from the office and she sent me another brochure through and I got that glass. I'm quite happy with that.
Oh, superb. One of your best. All
Thank
right.
you.
Have a look. Let's talk about this one.
Now you can talk about andamento.
Okay.
This one was a total piece about andamento, to learn andamento and work with it. I got pieces back from Italy and I wanted to include them.
Mhm.
And this one has also eco multi.
Okay. What does
And yes, as you can see, I followed andamento. I quite like it. It was the winner in the Easter show, and I actually got excellency for that too.
Well done.
Yeah,
Well,
but
it's lovely. And yeah, it's a very harmonious color palette as well. And you can really see the faceting as well in this.
yeah,
And yeah,
there's also glass in there.
where?
There's also a bowl from IKEA bowl in there, which I put in I've got a kiln. My other hobby, my other big thing is fusing. I've got a new kiln now and I've got a really tiny kiln, but I worked a lot with that and I put a lot of inclusions in.
Okay.
Some stuff, fusing stuff. So yeah.
Next one.
Now this one was my first one with marble.
Okay.
And slate, marble and slate. So in Germany, where I come from, in my area, we have a lot of ammonites. And I think every house, every window sill is full with ammonites, what we as kids pick up from the ground, from the acre, from the fields and stuff. So I brought a lot of ammonites back to Australia at one stage, and I wanted to do, Heimat is actually where your home is, where you come from. And the inspiration for that was also from a painting from a German painter from my area. Yep. He had it's more the grass, not the bottom, like not the ground level, but the top level. He had like there's a big painting with a field. It wasn't actually wet, but yeah. So
it's beautiful.
That was the first time with slate.
Well, hang on. I pressed that accidentally.
Slate. Yeah, sorry.
No, it's magnificent. The slate is, so your first time with slate, how did you find working with that as a material?
I love it. Like the bigger pieces are actually from my house where we ripped out the heater, the floor slate. I would never work with floor slate again. It's too hard to cut and pick. But my good friend Kate Butler has beautiful dark slate from the roof of buildings, and that's the one, the thin one, the sliced one.
Oh, okay.
So that's when I got stuck into slate, and I have done a course with Kate Butler. That was another excellent course. She's not teaching, I think, that much. So it's just really how to split things, and Heather Valance is a really good teacher with that too. I
Yeah,
did one with yours up here. So, but you still can see I was still in my era with all the undermento on the bottom.
yeah. I love the way in the centerpiece you can see, well, you can see it on the left as well, the way there's the use of negative space, the way it sort of flitters off at the edge. It's just gorgeous.
Yeah, and I did negative leaves too. Like, so that was my other thing. I tried out how to do that with and the background is actually small pieces of limestone.
Oh, wow.
Ah.
Wow.
And different, yeah.
Very cool. Very, very cool. All right, we'll move on to the next piece.
That's the next piece with slate.
Yeah. Now, this one was at the 2017 symposium in Canberra.
Yeah. And I sold it.
Anyway, yes. It's amazing. And it's what, tell us about the size of this piece and how
The
you
size is about it's about 40 centimeters wide and 65 centimeters tall.
that's
Wow.
pretty, it's a good
I
size.
did it out of styrofoam. I had to put mesh into, like, wire in for the hanging. So the hanging was, the wire was going through so it wouldn't drop, because it's actually not that heavy, because I did the top part, the brown slate, I did cut them. I really took them off, made them thinner. I think there's about 20 different ammonites on it, real ones from Germany.
Wow.
Put some copper in there too. And different, yeah, I find it quite tricky, like when you cut the material, like I still want movement in there, and I still want it not to be boring. My biggest, I don't like, I shouldn't say that, I don't really like Byzantine or Roman mosaics. I'm sorry. I found them, I'm not very good with squares. I don't do squares.
But look, honestly, everyone's different tastes in.
Yeah, I know. So, but that's me. Look, I'm happy to look at them and all that, and I admire people who can do it, because I find it just too boring to work with squares.
Yeah,
that's me. I can't.
You won't. Yeah,
I have a few pieces I started, never finished, because I just can't. It doesn't.
I think we've all got pieces like that where you just you think you're going to go somewhere, and then it just doesn't inspire. You don't get excited about it, so you just sort of shove it to one side. The good old UFOs we talk about. All right, let's go. Oh, now this one.
This is one of my. This one was in my head for 2-3 years. I've got Gaimia lilies opposite my house, and I always wanted to do one, and it's quite big. It's 1.2 meters tall and 40 centimeters wide.
Wow.
And it's like, yeah, the biggest problem was the background.
Well, it's got some challenges there. I mean, my goodness, the leaves that you've...
Yeah, I did the leaves first. I did all the leaves first on plastic. And then I transferred them onto it. But I knew what I wanted. And this one, the background is inspired by Dino Martini.
Okay.
If you look at his pieces, I don't know how he does his background so quickly. He just sits there and puts them on, and they're all different. And it was really hard to make them look different and not in a line, and not just one square after the other, and going one a bit that direction, one to left, one to right, one a bit longer. It's tricky. It was a challenge. It took me a long time to do the background.
Yeah, and the actual pieces of the lily, they're very big pieces of smalty to me.
Yeah, that's the thinner ones is actually Mexican smalty, and I could cut it with my glass cutter, and I got a grinder.
Yeah.
Glass grinder, so I could do that with that.
Oh, look, the color of that is just superb. It's
sorry, can I just ask a question?
Far away.
The background, what is that? What's it made from?
It's marble.
Is that marble? Ah, I thought
Marble
it might have
on the
been marble.
bottom, it's different rocks in there too. It's not just marble, it's travertine on the bottom. It's a bit darker.
Oh, what's
Sorry, my phone. Sorry. It's my messenger.
Oh dear. I'm just going to go back a slide or two because you were saying this one was that was limestone. Is that right?
Limestone, yeah. The white, it's whiter. Limestone is it's a lighter color.
Okay, and then
And it's
marble,
softer. It's softer. This one is marble.
how is that on your hands?
Pardon?
How is that on your hands trying to cut that and shape that?
Now you buy rods. You don't use marble floor tiles. You need to buy the rods.
Yep.
And I had smaller pieces too because it gets too tricky and a lot of leftover. Like, because you need to use the hammer and hardy for that.
Yeah. Did you facet those pieces?
No, that's just how you cut, like how they are. I tried not to have the cut from, some pieces are the cut from the tile, how they cut them, slice them with a machine. I didn't want that. See, I wanted the rough cut. So I had some of them the smooth cut, like just to get different variations in color, like with the light too. It catches the light different too. But yeah, it wasn't, took me a while. I had a lot of blisters.
With the brown sections, is that grouted or is that you've embedded into brown thin set underneath?
Oh, that's actually like it's sticking out. It's a extra piece, like I made it out of mesh.
Okay.
And thin set, and then it's the outer leaves.
Very nice work. Okay,
so I had leftover marble. See, I wanted always a mirror, and I had leftover pieces from Mission Beach. So I did my mirror. I love my mirror, and I hate the other piece.
Wow. So now hang on. Sorry. Accidentally clicked. Could you tell us? Well, how
I just
put it to the audience? Is there something that you like about this piece on the right?
Actually, I don't mind the different pieces I put in. Like I tried to be really change up all the ways how I do things. Like I put sand on, I put different levels on. I went straight, I went square. Like I don't mind that. Somehow I just don't like it.
Okay, it's funny. I think it's incredible.
You know what Tani would suggest?
What's that, Mum?
Tani would say it just needs a little touch of red in there somewhere.
She probably would.
Just a speck.
What I don't like is I use gold. I use gold, the other side of the gold, the smelty. I think it's too shiny for me. I think I should.
No, it looks good. It's a nice contrast between the gold though and the opacity of the rest of the materials.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could either use red gold or just use probably red or Sony. They do nicer reds than the Mexican, I think.
It's so shiny.
Yeah.
Fuse a bit, just one fused drop of red.
Like a drop of blood to represent our.
Oh, there's a bit of blood in that. All my pieces have DNA on it. Don't worry.
Yeah, I think we all do that.
Inge, what do you think is your favorite material so far? Like we've seen quite a lot already.
I still like working with glass.
Yes.
I work a lot with glass at the moment because I'm gone on to do infusing. Okay, I've got a problem. I had a car accident 2 years ago and I can't sit that long and I can't use the hammer and hardy that much anymore. So I do have a problem with that. Yeah. So it's really difficult doing big pieces and stuff. And I did one like the last one, but it's not really a great. But I found even cutting glass doesn't agree with my back anymore. So it's a problem.
Okay. So we may see like more evolution in your work as you adjust.
You know what? I'm trying to use up all my materials I have. I'm trying not to buy anymore because I'm have too many things here.
Wow.
So these two were presents. They're actually still alive, these two animals. One is Mickish and one is Smiley. So the left one, I love the cat, the horse. It's, yeah, I had to do, it was a wedding present. But the cat I love. The
Yes.
way, it was hard work. It was schist and smalty and slate, very thin slate.
That's
And it's
super thin.
tiny pieces.
So is the schist what you mean? I'll just zoom in for a second. Is the schist what
Schist
you
are the ears, but schist
that
has
so?
silver in it and it splinters.
Ah, okay.
And
Yes.
the viscous, I bought a new broom. I used a broom for that, and I made 28 eyes.
Oh my God, those
So I
eyes.
I've still got eyes. If you need eyes, I've got eyes.
Wow, that's incredible. And that's so is that dichroic glass in the eyes?
Yeah, it's dichroic in there,
Oh
but
my
it's a free level. It's yeah, it's quite tricky. Yeah, it was a
I think
pain.
you got the best set of eyes I've seen. I'm really impressed by that. And the horse, now you
The
didn't
horse is marble. If the horse is all in marble,
hang up, sorry. Okay. That's amazing. I
It's
didn't
all
know
right.
you could get
It's
those
okay.
colors of marble.
yeah, you had to sort it. Like you get a lot of marble variation, like the red comes in different things, and you just have to sort out what's darker and what's lighter. I can do another 5 horses now. I've got so
Okay.
much marble left.
But you don't repeat yourself, do you? So you probably won't.
I don't.
Wow, I think this is an amazing piece. And is there a textured thin set background there?
Yeah, it's just Vincent.
Okay.
Yeah, the biggest problem was the nose. You know, I had a pebble, and I actually had to grind it down to
Wow.
make it thinner.
Wow. Well, you don't seem to like it, but I'm super impressed, and I'm super
I
impressed
know, I like it. It's actually better in real. So
because the
fine.
light would bounce around all those.
and it's going in a wooden, like she wanted it for a wooden frame to
Yep.
go within the house. So she's got a wooden frame, a really nice frame for it.
Right. Yeah, no, I think it's gorgeous. And it looks like it's got eyelashes at the top of the
Yeah,
eye.
I
It's-
bought eyelashes. You go to Priceline and get eyelashes. No, actually, they're from Amazon because I bought black ones and I looked up horses that have brown ones. I needed brown eyelashes. I've got a few set eyelashes left.
Oh, look, you know what? That is the most fantastic attention to detail to know that horses have brown eyelashes. I think we've all learned something new tonight. Well, most of us. Some of you horsey people might have known that already, but I certainly didn't. Okay, all right.
Yeah, I forgot the whiskers. A horse has whiskers too, but I didn't put them on. Now, this one was a piece for 2015 for the National, and it's actually a light fitting.
Gosh.
And I made the pieces out of wired, like of metal. And
Okay.
I had to bend them like it wasn't.
That's beautiful. And I can only imagine, I mean, it'll be very hard to photograph, but with the light illuminating the different.
It has along the inside is LED light. It's a string of LED lights.
Okay. Oh, it's glorious and
Yeah.
blingy. It's got a beautiful flow to it.
How big is it, Inge?
It's about 1 meter tall.
Wow.
Neat.
It's stunning.
It's quite heavy.
Mm.
Did you sell this piece or do you? It's
No, I haven't sold this piece. I don't like to sell things. I do things for commission, but you know what? Because of I always have back injury, like with my back problems, I always have problems with that and all that. I've decided I'm doing things for me.
good on you.
I have been doing things for friends as a commission and doing things, and I'm quite happy to do presents and stuff. But I learned if I don't like it, I don't send it out either on exhibitions and stuff. I find people don't like it either. I don't.
Wow.
I need to like my piece.
Yeah. Well, I hope I can visit you one day because I reckon your home would just be.
Well, you want to look at my bin before the
Stunning.
pieces are not finishing?
No, it's absolutely beautiful, and I'm amazed by the size of it as well. I think it's
It's
fantastic.
quite big. It's quite.
Yeah.
Yes.
Catherine, can you? Oh, sorry. I was just going to
Yeah.
say, could you zoom in on that a little, just to see
Yeah,
up
sure.
close?
I'll zoom in on each photo. Hang on a second. I'll
Yeah,
just
thank
start with
you.
this one.
Oh, wow.
Probably as
So
close.
Oh,
it has
wow.
mosaic on both sides.
Yeah.
With iridized glass in there,
Wow.
which is hard to photograph, but I can
Yeah.
imagine just how dazzling that is going to be.
That's
It's
stunning.
it's beautiful.
Mm.
The softness with the
That
Millie
ivory
Floyd,
colour.
the ivory color and the gold. And is some of that gold? So the
It's actually gold tiles. It's not.
gold tiles. And is that
It's thinner. I
iridized
needed it
glass?
thinner. It's mirrored glass, mirrored
Mm.
Okay.
gold mirror.
Beautiful.
Wow. So I'll just zoom in on the next one. Let's go towards the base. You've got that
Gorgeous.
movement.
Mm.
Colours. Wow. And to be able to do that on curved surfaces and like keeping that the neatness and the flow of that would have been a real challenge.
Yeah, that's me. I know.
Yeah, and okay, here's one. Here's a good one. Look at the sides. Look at the way it
Perfect.
just flows so perfectly down
Now
the
I've
side.
done a few pieces before, and I was very aware with the edges.
Yep.
I did finish one side of the edges first before I did the second part, like the other side. So it was more. I think if you leave for pieces like that, what you can see the edge, you have to integrate the edge while you're doing it and not at the end.
Yeah. Wow. You know what? That is fantastic advice. Everybody take
Yeah.
note.
Beautiful.
I'm taking note because I'm yes.
Yeah, because it's yeah, you can see it. See, and
I'll go back to this one and I'll just zoom in on that last image so you can see that edge even better in this.
Mm. Wow.
So the way, I don't know if you can see my little hand pointer, but the way that cascades down. Yeah.
It's definitely not an afterthought, is it?
no,
it's
you have to.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
not.
Yes, you have to, because also the things were coming into the edge. So
Yes.
blue one, but you can see the white on the blue one. You really have to work it in, and it's always better. Like you need to finish the edge before you do the other side if it's two-sided.
Yeah.
Not so much if it's flat, it's fine.
Yeah.
But if it's
Yeah.
two sides, you have to work the edge while you're doing it.
Wonderful stuff.
Yeah. What? Very good.
Very, very good.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on to your sculpture era.
Now the left one I did at Wendy Edwards. That was a workshop.
Yep.
And I loved it. And this one is all plates. So that was my first time I did ceramics, and I'm not very good in ceramics. My wrist doesn't take it.
All right, I'll zoom in on this one. Crazy.
Yeah.
Cool. Very cool.
Well,
And my
then-
edges are not the best there, but you couldn't do it because it's a lot of metal inside, and yeah, it's quite heavy.
Yeah.
But I love that bird. So the next one is I did that's a bicycle cogs.
Wow.
Actually one with that,
Oh, great. Oh,
and I used
yeah.
glass and smelty.
Beautiful.
that
What's
sound?
your substrate there? Well, it's not really a substrate. Your cogs are your substrate, but you've embedded them into, is that a piece of wood?
Yeah, that's a piece of wood. Yeah.
Super effective.
that's
And-
fabulous.
And
Yeah, I love it.
little buds.
I do love poppies. That's my problem. I do a lot of poppies.
Yeah. I can see
Just stop.
these. They're a bit of a recurring theme in your work, I think,
Yeah.
Inge.
I think I did about 10 pictures of, in Germany there's about 10 poppy pictures somewhere.
Yeah. And isn't this just beautiful, the blend of reds that you've got going on there, and those little spiky bits at the edges, and so that's just the green buds, so they're just pieces of smalty or
Yeah, it's green smalty.
very
Clever.
okay.
Now this one is my cocky one. Highly recommended at the Easter show. It's quite big. It's 2 dinner sets, and I have to fix it. It lost the beak. I did the beak. No, I did the beak out of air drying clay.
Okay.
It's been outside for 4 years, and the beak fell off.
Ah,
Oh
Just
no.
crumbled. And it was
Okay.
lacquered and everything. So yes, I'm in the process of fixing it, and I will never do one again.
Okay. Is it
Oh,
the sculptural element? Is that what's holding you
it's
back?
how to cut big plates. You know, it's quite big. It's really the wings is half a dinner plate. Like when you look at the wings, is the rim of a dinner plate, and to get one feather, you cut about 3 plates and have a lot of leftovers.
Oh,
I never
yeah.
looked away.
Is it
And is it-
Japanese?
Pardon?
Is it Japanese China?
It was a thin one. My neighbor chucked it out. So I know.
Okay. Was it
So
hard
it's not Japanese because it's fine China.
It
Very
was
fine.
thinner, yes. I hate the thick stuff. I couldn't have
Yeah.
cut the like it has to be the thinner stuff.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
too hard on my wrist. I wouldn't do it again.
Was that a wire? So you created a wire armature. How?
Yes.
Just so
Wire
you know-
armature with the wings and everything and the head.
And
And I've used the yellow stuff. It's glass
Ooh,
and the eyes.
it's fabulous. It's got such a crazy energy to it. It looks really hard to make something like that. Well done.
what would the adhesive you use?
Thin set. Thin set.
Up to thin set.
Yeah, that's thin set. You can't work on sculpture. You have to use thin set.
Yeah, yeah.
I did a mistake with that. I did not grout it afterwards. I used the thin set as embedding,
Yes.
and it's not the best when it's white outside.
Ah,
It goes dirty.
okay.
So it's better to leave space and grout it. Grout is better. Thin set attracts for dirt, like things to really stick to it.
Yeah.
I think grout would do the same thing. You'd have the same effect though with white grout. My white birds, I've used white silicon. Sally's used to make gooey white silicon, which works quite well, and I don't think it discolours as much. But anything white shows the dirt, so
Yeah, I'm gonna go
it's a
over
problem.
paint. I've decided I'm gonna paint this.
Well, you can put the whole lot into a bleach, and that'll probably get rid of most of the dirt.
Actually,
But I have to create a new beak first, and how to connect it, how to put it in. That's where I have a problem because it's hollow.
Have you got any epoxy sculpt?
Pardon?
Epoxy sculpt.
Yeah, I have. I will.
Yeah, just go.
Yeah, I actually think your idea of bleaching the whole thing is probably good, and then maybe a coat of sealant. That's
Yeah, I have to do something with it.
But it's gorgeous and it's lovely, and it's yet another element to your incredible mosaic journey, Inge.
And it doesn't keep the cockies away.
Wow. Okay, so now this
Now,
one's
I love slate, and it's not hanging. It's too dark for me. As much as I like working with slate and playing with it, it's just not at the moment. I like more colors.
yeah, it's definitely your darkest work.
Yeah.
But it's got those lovely pops of color as you look through it, and incredible use of materials as well.
I had a picture from when the national park burned down years ago, and I always wanted to do a picture of like just a regrowth and all that. And yeah, don't know.
How big is this piece?
It's 30 by 50. How big?
Well, I think it's a lovely and well executed piece.
It's just dark.
but it's dark. That's yeah.
Mm.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful. Yeah, it really is. And
Oh,
could you tell us about the materials down the bottom? What is that?
Rocks, just different rocks. You know, I went on a trip to Broken Hill, and I came back with about 20 kilos of rock. I collected everywhere.
I think. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, I reckon between all of the mosaic artists in Australia, there'd be some pretty impressive rock collections.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Margaret has more.
Well, yeah.
Now, that's my new advent. Not new. I've been doing fusings for 15 years now.
Wow.
And I actually just got my big kiln like 2 months ago. It took about 6 months to come from America. And I've been doing, these ones are garden stakes, so about 30 centimeters, no, 20 centimeters diameter.
Beautiful.
And I do a lot of decorations and stuff. And I have done the next piece, I think, if you have a look, it's the daisy. Oh, no, I did a tabletop. I've got a few sewing machines.
Wow.
And all the poppies and the leaves are more or less put in a kiln in a size 17 by 17 centimeters. A year, 2 years to do all.
Wow. And now, what's the size of your current kiln?
A new one is 40 by 40 inside.
Okay, so that's gonna. We should watch this space with what Inge does with kiln work from now on.
Well, Mark Shaw's going to have kiln envy. I know.
Mm.
So
Well,
this
I was
one
going
was a
to say, what are you
commission.
going to do with your old kiln,
Yeah.
Inge?
Now it's not working properly. That's the problem. It's a little kiln, and it's the little one. I had to turn every half an hour. I had to turn up. It's not doesn't have an automatic one, and it worked for. I had it for 12 years, but it was just small, and now it's heating too fast. So I have to. It doesn't work properly. It damaged a lot of glass. So this one is a commission that's 60 by 45, and every petal, I couldn't put a whole daisy in because my kiln wasn't big enough. So all the petals are done singular, and then I glued them together.
Wow, that's spectacular. Like when you look at the layers and the way you've got those lines in the
And
glass.
this surname on the middle part.
really good.
So I did the yellow one dots first, and then they sit on top of it.
Wow.
This is incredible. It's
And
beautiful.
it's actually double. It's a white glass underneath, and then paint and clear glass on top of the daisy leaves on 3 daisies.
Wow.
The other daisies in the background are just the white ones without double.
Okay. And is that what kind of paint do you use?
It's special paint.
The texture in the centers and the
Yeah, but I used a hammer to cut up some glass and make it smaller.
oh, that's so good.
Beautiful.
And honestly, the way you fitted, like, so that you've used the stems as well, and the way you fitted all of that greenery together, I
It's
know.
quite tricky to, like, you need a lot of green glass, but also you can't put every green together.
No, you
Now
can't.
you need to, yeah.
You need blending, and you know what? It's just these. This is really well executed. The special little touches of millefiori around, which you don't notice immediately, but then they're just there. They're perfect. Just beautiful, beautiful work.
So that lives in Germany.
Nice.
That was a commission.
All right.
Now these ones are my latest. The left one is from the Murray Swinen workshop.
Yep.
It was a 3-day workshop how to do painterly. And then I went home and did the other one.
Look. Yeah, I'm just going to zoom in on your painterly one first. And
this one is 20 by 20.
20 by 20. You can see that faceting at play again, where the
yeah, we run out. She didn't have that many big pieces, so at the end we had to use in the bottom. You can see the A cut, the rectangular ones.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I wasn't very good with the vase either but it was my first piece. So
Yeah.
Mm.
That's the thing. And you learn from you do your workshop and you take the learnings and then you apply it and then
go home and play.
next piece.
Is that Mexican smalty in a lot of that?
No, the left one in the workshop is all Sony. It's all from
Ah.
Italy.
So they must be quite small then, the petals and all that.
Actually, it's 25 by 25 that piece. And she had bigger pieces. Like the A cut is, what's the A cut? Is 2 centimeters with the rectangular ones on the bottom. When you look at them, they're 2 centimeters by 1 centimeter.
Ah.
Where the other one on the right side, it's 45 by 45. And it has all kinds. The bottom part, the tabletop is Eco Smalty.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they
Beautiful.
toss, and I had to facet it that. And I was trying to get the look of the glass of the vase, the reflection and all that.
Yeah.
Looks
You've
great.
done it like compared to this one, which was lovely anyway,
Yeah,
but
but it was time restraint too.
yeah.
Like this one was in 3 days. This one, I took time to do it.
Yeah. Well, that's
Um,
absolutely
yeah.
superb. And yeah, I love the blend of the blues.
Gorgeous.
The texture is
Beautiful.
really heavily textured, the background as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, took me a while.
That's a technique in itself, getting that to look.
It was tricky because I did it on plastic. It's easier to remove things when you do it on plastic. You don't need a chisel, a hammer and hardy, but a hammer and chisel to get it out again. You can just peel it off. So I did the vase on plastic and the first ones, and then I flipped it over, and yeah, it's a bit tricky. It's not the perfect. It's not. I know what I did wrong. And I'm working on another one, and the other one I'm actually going to use transparent smalty for the vase to get more of a look, for transparent look too. It's very tricky to do the shine and all that, you know.
Yeah.
Have you used sand in the back for the background?
No, just a brush.
Just a brush and roughed it up.
Yeah, brush.
Technical term, roughed up.
Is it?
Mm.
No one knew that one.
Really interesting because I've played around with textured backgrounds, but I've not seen one done so well. It's like
I have done that background. I've tried. I wanted to use marble, but it was too tricky. It's too small. We had little bits and pieces, and it was too busy because the flowers are already busy. So I needed a background which wasn't interfering with the flowers and all that.
perfect combination.
Yes.
It looks like it's straight
I should have
from
picked
Italy.
different flowers. Sorry.
The background looks like it's straight from Italy, sitting somewhere in a restaurant or something, you know, with that rendered
Yeah, it's very
background.
stucco.
Yeah.
Looks like
And
stucco wall.
It is.
Yeah.
Margaret, can you see the red things? Red
Yeah.
pieces?
There's some red dots in there.
Yeah, there's a red dot.
Oh yeah, there are.
It was funny because I showed it to Mireille Swinnon and I said, what do you think? And she said, oh, you need to put some color in. Yellow or red. And I thought, oh, shit.
Must be the German way.
So I
she's
found
done
the
it. It
darkest
just-
red I could find.
And it's
But
subtle.
it works.
but it works. It's very effective.
Yellow
Yeah.
I just put
It actually you don't notice it, but it's doing a really good job there.
Yeah.
I know.
I mean,
what
when you look
mean.
at it, you don't see it as red. Yeah. No, I mean that's the trick about it. Marie's like that. She says, you know, always take a colour from the foreground and put it in your background, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's beautiful, Inge.
Yeah. The shadowing that you've created down the bottom is so subtle that like when I look at it, so I'll zoom out again. It just looks like it's the shadow existing.
It is the shadow. It's supposed to be the shadow.
Oh no, but like you've deliberately created that shadow, but it just looks so realistic. And the bottom level just looks to me like Russian caramel, and I just want to have a bite of. It looks delicious. Yeah. Wow. So this is the end of our slideshow. But incredible work, Inga. Absolutely incredible. And it's really nice to see you. I'll finish, stop the share. Really, really nice to see your journey from where you began to where you are now. So I just got a couple more questions for you. What would you say is your most favorite material to work with?
Oh, my most favorite material is still glass.
Yep.
I
Lovely.
don't, it's still glass, but I like smalty. I'm sorry, my cat, go away. Go away. Smalty, marble, I like, you know what my least favorite thing is? Vitreous tiles. I hate them with a passion. I don't
We're
like
with you
them
there.
at all. And ceramics. I'm not going to work with ceramics again. I can't. It's too hard for my wrist. It's just not working. So, but the rest is like I like most tile. And no, I must admit, I've tried to do. I was asked to do a pot. Yeah, that's my cat. Asked to do a pot, and just with tiles. She said, "Oh, just use tiles and take them around." It's too boring. I can't do it anymore.
Mm.
It's just not. Yeah.
When you've been pushing yourself and experimenting and doing so many different things, and then someone says, "Do this thing that doesn't excite you, it's boring." Yeah, I can
Yeah.
understand.
No, I found it tricky. I've done a lot of courses with Caitlin. I've been to her studio for a few years, but it's 1.5 hours drive, and then or sometimes 2 hours drive one way, and I just couldn't do it anymore. So I've done the online courses, and I'm not too. I don't know. Like I have problems with. When we did Margaret, you were there too with the color and the hues and all that. I have a good color sense, but I can't explain it. I can't tell you. I know I'm not preparing that much like what we get taught, like with getting all the colors, different colors out and see which one I'm using and all that. I'm quite happy to have a whole lot there. I take everything out and when I pick what I need, but I'm not very prepared. I'm not preparing as much as we got taught in lessons. I'm just too lazy for that.
Well,
I am.
I think,
Thing.
I think it's like the andamento, though, isn't it? You
Yeah,
learn
like I like fundamental,
and you know the theory, and then you can do whatever you want with it.
Yeah,
The same with the colour.
that's the same with color. Yeah, I do, but also I learned to step away of things. Like if something really irritates me, I go away and I need to walk away for a while, and then I'll talk to other. If I can, I talk to others. I'm very like I talk to Tani a lot, and we send each other pictures of Mia, and then they tell me what to do, and I don't listen anyway. So, but quite often I get the chisel out. Or I have been getting up in the middle of the night thinking I really need to remove it before the glue is too hard. I get up and take the things off again, and then I start again next day. So it's okay. It's fine. Like I just work on it. But yeah. But yeah, I like color. At the moment I'm into color. I wanted to do another piece with slate, but I find it too dark at the moment. I need color.
But slate and color together can be incredible.
Yeah.
I like to mix, and I like to mix things too. And I know I do follow The one I like most with all the schools I've seen is the one from Spillenbergio, because I think when you watch them, and I'm quite a lot on the internet to see what they're doing, and I have all the books and everything, and the different, like they do so many different things, and they also go, the first 2 years is all about the undermento and cutting and everything, and then the third year they let them loose, and we're using all kinds of materials now and everything. And I think it's just, I like the flow of things. I don't like rigid things and all that. So
You certainly wouldn't say that your work is rigid at all, It's really, it's the opposite of rigid, and it's been absolutely delightful to go along your journey tonight and see the different works that you've created. And
and I don't do series either, but it's me. Like, I'm just not, I like to learn. I love workshops where you learn new things, and then I see if I can incorporate it or if not. But also I'd like to do other things too. I like macrame, I like pottery. I've done a beautiful workshop with Juice Kitson. She's a great artist down from Milton. She does tiny things, and we did all these little seed pots and out of white clay, and you can incorporate them to mosaic and things. And I think it's just important, go to Aborigine art. I would love to do, it's just in, but I can't copy that. See, I'm not Aborigine, I'm German, so I can't. I can't. Yeah, but you can bring things into it.
I think any creative activity that you do will inform your art practice. And I think that I know personally I'm keen to dabble in a bit more painting and lessons in drawing, because I think that will help my mosaic style improve. But you
know what scares me? Portraits. I have never done a portrait. Oh, I will never do a portrait, most likely, because I'm just too scared. I did a workshop with Anna Minardo, that was my best, the first workshop, for just a 2-day workshop with Smalty. And she's a real good painter, and she does beautiful, you can't see them really on the net. She hasn't shown them properly. She's done beautiful portraits with big pieces of Smalty in it, and really funny portraits, really nice ones. And I wanted to do a portrait, and she asked me, she said, can you paint a portrait? Have you painted a person? I said, no. I said, I'm not teaching you any mosaic portraits for portrait if you don't know the rules how to do a painting, like until you know how to paint a face.
Okay.
So yeah, thanks.
So what do you think is next for your journey, Inge?
I was booked in to Dina Margini workshop 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago. And then I had a car accident and I had to cancel it. And that's still on my bucket list. That's really one. Not everything what he does. I don't like everything he does, but I like to see like how he does the background. He's just such an artist. He can do things on the go, but he had training. See, he had all the training and he learned all the things, and when he just can do all these things now. I wouldn't mind going to Coco. I think even if I don't like the Roman mosaics and stuff, I do other things too. I still haven't worked out the background with the pouring. I have never done a course for that, and I don't know. I will try it out by myself with something. But
Caitlin's done it. Ask
yeah,
Caitlin.
Yeah.
Mm.
And also the other one. I miss going to going with people to do stuff. I miss doing that, being in a class session, like having other people there, seeing their pieces and getting inspired.
Yeah.
I'm still teaching a small group, but they're more older ladies who want to just put things on a pot or stuff like that. So it's not the same. It's nothing for me pushing me.
Yeah.
I like to be pushed.
Yeah. Well, you're at a point in your mosaic career where you've learned an incredible amount of stuff, and we are really, really grateful that you have
Thank
been
you.
so generous with your time tonight, Inge, and
Thank
sharing
you.
your beautiful work with us all. And
We've gone over time.
we're 25 minutes over time, so
Sorry.
it was been incredible talking to you and looking at your work.
Thank you.
Does anyone else have any questions or feedback that you'd just like to mention before we finish this up?
I was going to just say, sorry. I was so surprised, Inge, that you said that judge was saying about, unimpressed with the faceting.
It was funny because I was organizing that workshop, that exhibition, and I was in the background because I had to, and he didn't know whose piece it was. But I know him. He sells the stuff, and yeah. But that's
I don't know if anyone else is surprised at that, but I found that surprising.
I have seen I have listened to so many judges because of my experience with being the coordinator. I've been always around because I had to wait for them to do things. And the things we always tried to have like one not mosaic and one mosaic artist to judge pieces. And it's funny. You will never pick. You can't pick it. But everybody is different and everybody has a different taste. So that's what it is.
Yeah. They bring their tastes and their preconceptions.
And you don't have to take it personal. I think you never have to. At the beginning, it's hard. When you take something to an exhibition, you take it personal when you don't get, or when you get feedback like that and all that. But it's not. Everybody's different, and it's just what it is. Like sometimes you're lucky you get something, and sometimes you're not.
Amanda, did you have a question?
Yes. Thank you so much for that amazing journey through your work and your years of making. It was really great. I just wanted to say that I'll be in touch with you to clarify some things and show you a draft of what I want to write up.
Okay.
But I wanted to ask, what would your advice be to someone who's in there, halfway through their or they've been doing mosaic for a while, but they're kind of getting restless and they don't know where to take things, or they're sort of getting a bit frustrated. Do you have any advice for people who maybe are just, not so far along as you, but
go
reaching
to
a bit of
exhibitions, go to exhibitions, go to a museum and see other things. Like here in Sydney, we have also the quilting. I've got quilting books.
Felting, did you say?
Quilting.
Quilting.
Like,
sorry.
Or felting, and just have look at other things, other people, what other craft things or art things. It can be craft. I know there's a big thing about craft and mosaic has to be art, but a lot of people still do it as a craft thing because it's just relaxing for them and it's fine. I think everybody to themselves. Like for me, I don't have to be a well-known artist. I'm sorry, I do it for myself. I love mosaic and I love doing it and I love a challenge and it's nice to get accredited when you put it, and I think it's important to put it into exhibitions, and that's why I like the state exhibitions because they're not judged beforehand and you just can do it and you get it's nice to see it hanging, even if you don't win, just go there and see it hanging. And so that's all I think what you can do.
So when you say go to exhibitions, you mean other mediums, not just mosaic. That's what you're saying?
Do other mediums, and you can integrate and you can see different things. Like we had a really good exhibition with Aborigine art in Sydney and other things like there's ceramic. or we have regional art, regional galleries, and they have so many different exhibitions with paper, everything. And you always can find something, and you go in there and say, I can do that next time. I can use that, you know? That's all.
Yes, Margaret.
Lovely.
Just quickly, we've got Marion over here. She's just did a workshop last weekend on glazed ceramic, and it was fabulous. But she said, I think it's Merlin Mosaica that are importing the pouring cement that they use for cocoa.
Yeah, I know you can. Yeah,
you can. Okay, you know
can
that.
buy that in Australia, but not the white. I think it's just the grey you can get here.
Yeah, she didn't say about whether it was coloured or not. She just
No, you
said
do
that
colour it, but it comes
You
in
do
white.
yourself,
yourself.
can't you?
Okay.
No, I know you can get that here, but yeah, no. I think like just go out and have a look. Like it's, but even here, art installations, everything.
There's an incredible art world out there in so many different mediums. And
I like our regional gallery because it brings something on every 4 weeks or 14 days or 3 weeks. And it's quite interesting what people do. Sometimes it's crap, but sometimes, or what I think it's crap.
all right, I'm going to wind this up because
Yes. I think my husband wants dinner.
It's been brilliant. I have absolutely loved chatting with you.
Teaching
Inge.
to
Thanks
cook.
for talking.
Thank you for everyone for coming along, and I will I've been recording it tonight, shared to the cloud, so I can make this link available to anyone who might have missed it. If you know anyone, let me know, and I'll figure out how to do that. But I really enjoyed doing this in this format, and I think it'd be great to interview more Australian mosaic artists and see their work and have a chat and participate and engage with each other. And I don't believe that it should matter about borders, which is
agree.
really lovely to see people from all around Australia. So
No, it shouldn't.
thank you all so much, but super, super special thanks to lovely Inge for being so kind to show us all your work and chat with us. And
no worries. Anytime for you.
we will I'll have to tee up another artist for the next Queensland Branch Zoom gathering, so watch this space. But thank you, everyone. I hope you're all nice and warm, and we'll see you again sometime soon.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Catherine.
Bye.
Everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.